What up guys, Old School Dan here. In this video, we're going to be talking about 3 ways to improve your classic physique posing. So please, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe for more videos like this. Give this video a thumbs up. With that being said, let's move on to the actual tips. So the first one is going to be very obvious, and it is film. Watch film. Watch yourself posing, because back when I was in football, every Friday before the game, we would always watch film. Always watch film. When someone did a pass, when someone did a tackle, when someone messed up on their play, they didn't know the play right. And it's important to know what you look like when you're transitioning, and this is something photos can do. And because you can see, frame by frame how you're moving through the pose, and it's important to know what you look like on stage. And the worst thing you can do is go on stage, and I think that's something that Frank Zanes said, is the worst thing you can do is go on stage and have no idea what you look like. So it's important to know, watch yourself as you move, and when you did something right and when you did something wrong, or what can you improve on frame by frame. So the second one's going to be very obvious as well. Take lots of photos. This is a highly recommended tip by Frank Zanes. Take lots of photos. This is how he was able to become a very, very successful poser. And how could you, deviate away from advice from Frank Zanes when he's one of the best posers in, during the gold. He still is one of the best posers ever of all time, because you look at other videos of videos of Samir or like Arnold posing, and I've seen Frank Zanes, and Frank Zanes moves effortlessly, gracefully. It's incredible. You guys have to keep watching him if you haven't already seen him pose. But lots of photos. Now this is something video can also do as well. But in the moment, when you can capture the right angle, you can capture a pose, and then you have a clear idea of what you look like when you're doing that pose. And pictures can be very, very effective for when you're taking progress pictures and whatnot, but it's also very effective for posing as well. Alright, so the last and final tip is also going to be very obvious as well. Practice posing. Of course, you cannot become better at something that you never try. Yes, all this, it's funny because I used to be like this as well too. I used to take in all this knowledge, all this information, but I never put it into practice, and that wasn't the smartest idea to do, because it makes no sense at all, because practice makes perfect. If you want to become a best poser, practice. Lots of watching, lots of reading. It's funny because I've watched that movie Indiana Jones I've watched it so many times, and it talks about you need to get out of the library and go explore and venture and experiment and stuff like that. And this is so true, because a lot of maybe my viewers, you guys may be stuck in the books trying to find the best routine, trying to find the best that when in reality the best thing to do is go out and experiment and try and see whether these things work or not. So that's the same thing with posing. Actually make sure you're not just watching, do all these things. You're watching a film, you're taking pictures of yourself, you're studying other bodybuilders and how they did their poses and how they move and transition and whatnot. But also, again, you have to be practicing posing on your own. That is the only way you're going to get better. That 3/4 pose that I love hitting all the time, I post on Instagram, on my Facebook and YouTube. I love hitting that pose. It's like the famous Arnold backstrap. The only way I got good at that pose was through practicing, taking pictures, watching videos of me when I looked uncomfortable, when I started to look more comfortable, and then you start to have this idea where it's like, okay, I feel more comfortable doing this pose, and then you actually look better when you do that pose. So guys, please take these tips into consideration. Again, these are very foundational tips, and I know they're kind of boring and very simple and very obvious, but again, the foundation is what build a very strong building, and that's why I love old school bodybuilding so much. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more videos like this. Give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'm Old School Dan. I'm gone.